If you're like me, you're sending kids back to school right now and you're super excited. Our kids are super excited. I want us all to be super excited, but I want us to be safe too. And after working on 30 years of cases involving school districts and child sexual abuse, I need to share with us the warning signs that there might be educators who are in it for all of the wrong reasons, and that's accessing our kids. We've represented hundreds of kids and their families over the years, and I've brought together our team of lawyers who work on the school cases to share with us the patterns of abuse that we see over and over again. And it's important for us to remember that in terms of a profile for a predator, it's not some deranged person that you can immediately pick out. Child abusers within our school systems are clever, calculating criminals who take great care in identifying victims and stalking them. And usually the camouflage that they have is our unwillingness to recognize these molesters in our midst. Frequently, especially with younger kids, the abusers are high-profile teachers. They might even be a teacher of the year, for example. And they come to our attention because they dedicate so much special time with our kids. That's what we need to look for. Educators who are spending an inordinate, a lot of time with our kids alone, who are trying to isolate our kids. And that could be any kind of child educator within our school systems. It might be coaches, band directors, drama teachers, AP teachers. It could be any of those people. You have to look for the warning signs. I've asked a lot of our attorneys in our group to give you the warning signs that they've seen in the cases they've worked on.
For those of you with young children, kindergarten through 5th grade, or children enrolled in special education, it is vital to remember that your child's teacher is not his or her friend. There have to be professional boundaries that are maintained and protocols that are followed. For example, physical touch is extremely important in terms of children not sitting on the teacher's lap. Hugs are not appropriate. Children having one-on-one time alone with a teacher in an isolated area or in the classroom is not appropriate. When a child is needing help with toileting, there are protocols that must be followed in order for your child to remain safe. And when you see those boundary lines being crossed, that's when the danger arises.
If you have any kids riding school buses this year, make sure they're riding in seats with similar aged kids, not much older kids, and definitely not adults who are riding along on buses.
Sexual abuse of student athletes is a huge problem right now in schools. So as kids are going back to school, it's important that schools have the proper hiring, screening, and training processes in place to protect students. Some of the red flags that schools should look out for, especially with coaches, include coaches who are being overly friendly or giving special attention to students, coaches who engage in inappropriate or unnecessary touching of students, and coaches who give gifts to students.
If you see your children messaging a teacher or a coach or another adult in the community, it's important to curb that conduct and to talk with them about how these relationships can be healthy and not, break boundaries. So thank you.